Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium, where today play rolls on in USL Championship as Detroit City FC squares up against Charleston Battery, one of the better matches on the USL slate this afternoon. Alongside my broadcast partner, John Krieger, my name is Neil Rule, and John, for Detroit City FC coming into this match, last time out, they fell at Indy 11, but I think one thing is clear, John. This DCFC team wants to move forward. They want to score goals, and that guy provided a pivotal one last week.
Maxi Rodriguez racking up the assists, setting up Darren Smith, and you've got a situation where he is helping the midfield move further and further up the pitch. City and Danny Dicchio want to do exactly that to succeed.
Absolutely, and one of the guys that he funneled the goal to, as you said, John, of course, our player to watch, brought to you by the Finnish Long Drink, Darren Smith. Nobody in USL Championship has more goals than that man. He is cooking.
And the style of finishes is absolutely sublime. Chipping the keeper, good position inside the box, and a nose for the ball. That's exactly what City want out of him. They need more today.
Absolutely, a tough test with the Charleston Battery, and let's take a look at Charleston, of course, led by Ben Pierman, a familiar face. More on him later. The roster changed a little bit, John, but the results are the same. They are undefeated so far this season.
You know what didn't change? A Ben Pierman club that is gritty, gritty, gritty. Trailed in their first two games. Won in their first two games. They are not intimidated by any environment, least of all Keyworth Stadium.
But one name for Charleston Battery that did not change, Emilio Icaza. He's a veteran for Charleston Battery, over 150 USL Championship matches played, over 80 for Charleston alone. You know what you're going to get with him, and usually it's goals.
He's going to find the back of the net, and he found the back of the net twice in the final 20 minutes last week to bring home the victory. He's someone City's backline is really going to have to key on this afternoon.
It's early in a long season, but this was a big one, folks. Make no mistake about it. When we come back, we will get you the 11s, and of course, we will kick it. Detroit City FC, Charleston Battery. We have it for you coming up next.
In Detroit, we play with passion. We push limits. We break barriers. We never back down. At Alumnify, we bring the same relentless energy to your finances. No hidden fees, high-yield savings, tech-driven tools. Checking that keeps it simple. Because winning isn't just about game day. It's about every decision you make. Alumnify, Detroit City Football Club. Smart banking, fearless football. One winning team. Together, we win.
Some people are born warriors. Something drives them forward, past any obstacle, towards something bigger. Maybe they weren't born with a silver spoon, but they were born with a purpose. At Wayne State University, we take this drive and turn it into so much more, so they can become warrior strong.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the Seat View feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
Sorry, hon. It's a little expensive.
Sometimes life gives us a big goal, one we can reach through many seemingly small tasks. DTE has a goal too, to see how energy efficiency can lead to bigger things. Caulking and using smart power strips may not seem like much, but they add up to something you and others will notice. So, if you're ready to save energy and save money, DTE is ready to help. DTE.
Detroit City FC is presented by Pabst Light, America's quality light beer. Welcome back inside historic Keyworth Stadium, getting ready to rock Detroit City FC and Charleston Battery. Let's take a look at the 11s. First for Detroit City FC, brought to you by the Detroit Medical Center, the official healthcare provider of DCFC. No big changes for Danny Dicchio.
If it isn't broke, don't fix it. And even though they lost last week, there was some good movement. You take a look at Darren Smith up top. He's really going to look to play off of Cedeno and Juve and hope Maxi Rodriguez can get forward.
And on the other side for Charleston Battery, brought to you by Fort Pontchartrain, the official hotel partner of DCFC. Actually, 4 changes for Ben Pierman.
Look, what you don't see there is the biggest factor, and that's Colton Swan. Tied for the league lead in goals with 3, but he's out on international duty this week, so they're going to have to find someone else to step up, put the ball in the back of the net.
Chilly spring day. It looks nice on TV with the sun and everything. Got you all feeling like when you step out of the house it's warm. It's not. It's 42 degrees. The wind is out of the south-southwest, about 10-11 miles per hour. There is actually, I know it's March, I know it's going to be spring soon, but there is a wind chill in the air of 36 degrees. That'll pretty much hold there during the entire match. So, you know, it's good for soccer. Not good as much for watching soccer.
There's a reason that you and I are bundled up like a Ralphie in a Christmas Story. It is not a friendly day. We'll see how this team adjusts to it down on the pitch, and you can see the guys on the benches. They're down there trying to stay warm as best they can.
Danny Dicchio bundled up as well. Of course, Ben Pierman, the head coach for Charleston Battery, in his 5th season, led Charleston to the 2023 Eastern Conference Championship, was the 2022 USL Coach of the Year with Memphis, and also head coach here for Detroit City FC from 2013 to 2018.
Kind of a poetic opportunity for him today. He's sitting on 99 USL Championship wins. If he gets a win here, he gets his 100th against the team that he began his career with.
Mensah takes control and will send it up the left side. Pass just overcooked. John, what are you expecting here today?
Look, it's going to be a battle of the midfield, really. If Detroit City can move this ball forward, and what Danny Dicchio wants to do is use his fullbacks, get them into attack, have the midfield press the ball forward, it's going to be a very good afternoon because Darren Smith will have opportunities to get service from the wings. But Ben Pierman on the other side is just a gritty club. They're going to want to deny passing lanes. They've been really successful at it in his tenure with Charleston. And don't be surprised if they just try to clam down that midfield, not allow Maxey, not allow the fullbacks to get forward. If they can do that, plain and simple, it's a good opportunity for them to get to 3 points.
You can tell on your screen which way the wind is blowing. As you look out at the pitch, it would be at your back right now, just blowing directly across the pitch. And like we said, about 10-11 miles per hour. Will shift somewhat, swirl a little bit. That ball comes through into the box. There's a right foot shot that goes just wide. Boy, right away, Jessiel Cedeno with a prime opportunity. Just missed that post.
And that is exactly what Ben Pierman wouldn't have wanted from his defense. Quickly, the ball got out wide, service into the area, an unselfish pass. That's a hallmark of this team so far this year, leaving it off and just snatched it wide. And City missed the opportunity to go up 1-0 inside of 3 minutes.
Luis Zamudio, the keeper for Charleston Battery. 6'4", 27-year-old, native of Las Vegas. Was a third goalkeeper for Club America back in Liga MX in 2019. He will come off the line. Scooping up. 1.50 goals against average, 66% save percentage. Charleston Battery have had to come from behind a couple of times. No clean sheets yet. That will change as the season rolls on. Nifty little touch by Miguel Berry. Nonu will put it in play quickly. Charleston Battery with their first control. Taken away rather quickly. Nice play by Ryan Williams. Cedeno tried to find Darren Smith. Someone Dio will roll it across. No new. Draft pick by FC Cincinnati. Nonetheless, super draft back in 2023. Tommy Silva rolls it up. Silva nearly got it back.
But that's the kind of play you're going to see City try to put into practice all afternoon, really. It's that quick 1-2. You don't want, because Charleston will set up to deny those passing lanes, but if you move the ball quick enough, they can't do that. So you're going to see a lot of 1-2 interplay, try to get it out wide. That time, just a little too much missed on the hot dog.
Into the 5th minute, just underway here at historic Keyworth Stadium. Neil Rule, John Krieger, your broadcast crew, happy to have you with us on a Saturday afternoon. Getting ready to move into April. Good build up here by the Battery. Jeremy Kelly. Suber. Battery trying the right side. Montez Juve giving chase and direct. Set up ahead. Checks up nicely. Malik Foster plays it into some space. Cross in. And it's cleared away. And that will be a goal kick for Detroit City FC. And fans, USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. We have our first talking to out there, John.
Very early on, Devin Amumensa getting a little bit chippy in the area. There's the ball that goes out wide, checks up beautifully. Nice denial there to send it out wide, but then as the ball goes toward the byline, you got a little clutching and grabbing, and oh, there we go. Devin Amumensa taken down at about the 6-yard box. He's not too happy about it.
Amumensa looked like he notioned like he got his hair pulled, perhaps.
It's never a good thing. And not exactly the done thing, so to speak.
Maxi Rodriguez couldn't quite knock it down. Ball goes out of play. There is Ben Pierman, 2022 USL Coach of the Year during his time in Memphis. Of course, the head coach here from 2013 to 2018, assistant coach at Michigan State from 2011 to 2018 as well.
Took him deep in the College Cup tournament a couple of times.
Fun guy to talk to, too.
Honest guy to talk to.
Honest guy, that's what makes him fun. Absolutely.
He is unafraid to tell you exactly what he is thinking. And he was very candid in that he wants his team to be more on the front foot today.
You don't walk away from a conference call with Ben Pierman or Danny Dicchio, for that matter, wondering what they were talking about or wondering what they were thinking.
No,
because
right.
they just told you.
Takes it right inside the team meeting.
Right.
And we appreciate that more than they know. That was almost a lot of trouble.
Like Carlos Herrera. Yamazaki up the right side. Puts his head down and goes. And keeps it. And still has it. Yamazaki with the left foot! Sent a laser just over the top left corner. Boy, what movement by Haruki Yamazaki.
We talked about Charleston wanting to deny things through the midfield, and Haruki Yamazaki just turned on the Jets and said, I'm going to beat you. Gets all the way to the top of the D and puts it wide of the goal. That would have been a contender for goal of the season going coast to coast.
You would have seen that on highlight shows across the country.
And then Yamazaki gets called for going over the top of a Battery player.
Jeremy Kelly, 9th overall pick. Montreal, 2020 MLS Super Draft, played 8 matches for them, 67 matches played for Memphis in 21 and 22. That ball sent out into space.
I think we're going to have our first set piece of the day.
Corner upcoming. That was a good job done by Tommy Silva. Had to be thorough, had to be accurate, took no chances.
And that's what you want. Don't commit the unforced error. Don't give a club extra outs, so to speak.
Can't feel bad about giving up the corner. A quality ball got him a corner.
That's exactly.
He eliminated the threat. Just take care of your business on the corners.
Now, Ben Pierman's clubs throughout his 10 years of coaching have been outstanding on set pieces. They really like to mix it up. They'll put runners to both posts.
Runner driven in. Herrera tracked it the whole time.
Good claim. And look at Yamazaki again. He wants to have another go. And there's the denial of the passing lane we're talking about. He tries to play it through, and a nice cutout by the Battery player.
You can really see it on your screen, John, exactly what you and I were talking about, both on the air, before we got on the air. Charleston very content. If that ball stays on Detroit City FC's side of the pitch, they're content to give the possession.
Yep. Anywhere, they don't want the ball to go forward further than the center circle. They'll let you have all sorts of possession where City have the ball right now, because it's not possession with intent. And they'll just gum up. If you're an old enough hockey fan, this is like the 94 New Jersey Devils neutral zone trap. They just want to kind of gum things up there and make you make a mistake that they can capitalize on.
Or give up and try to go direct and send a hopeful ball in.
Which is when they have 2 outstanding center backs that just go up and clean up the trash.
Spencer did well to keep it, found Kelly. Spencer on that wing, back to Kelly again.
Good job by City to force that back.
Ball played out. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Alumnify. Smart banking, fearless football, one winning team. Alumnify, proud partner of DCFC.
One advantage I think that City is going to have today is pace. You saw that ball down the wing on the near side and it got played out. But really, Haruki Yamazaki was going to be there to run step for step with anybody trying to get in a position to offer service into the box. So City need to figure out a way to use that pace to test Charleston.
Charleston settling in a bit. This match with the possession. Very rolled it through, looking for Malik Foster.
Make no mistake about it, Neil, the first goal in this game is going to be so huge, because if Charleston get a lead, they are very good at managing a game and taking clubs that rely on pace and movement out of their rhythm.
You notice too about this Charleston side, the size up top. Miguel Berry at 6'3".
Physicality also.
Right.
Yep.
Malik Foster, he was listed at 5'7". I've always said this about Malik Foster because he's a vet. He's been around for a long time. He plays bigger than his size. Like, his style of play is not akin to, you know, usually somebody who's 5'7" that's up top. They're a tactician, right? Maybe diminutive is a word that some would use. He plays a big 5'7", if there is such a thing.
I think you're absolutely right. And also, this entire roster for the Battery is just prototypical of the kind of player that Ben Pierman wants. He likes the big guys. He likes to build guys. He'll give up a little pace if he can get somebody that's a little gritty. And he really, when he recruits to sign players, he almost exclusively signs players that have played in North America, either in college or in these leagues, because he wants people that understand the situation and the battle that USL is, and they play like it.
Cedeno. dishes it out. Direct ball, Cedeno. Great receive. Overlapping run, Yamazaki. Instead, Cedeno will move across the 18. Turn, fire, the stop is made. Darren Smith had an opportunity to get to it. Oh, and a little ticky-tack there on Juve. And there are about 6,000 referees that disagree. They are not licensed.
Cedeno, nice job to move, and I think he kind of overran here. Had to turn and take a go at it. That's a good reflex move by Zamudio to get down. Always tough to get the body down. Had a little help from the post as an extra defender, but he was down, made no mistake. But that's the kind of movement the Rouge and Gold will want today. And there are some openings to use your speed to get in a position to create opportunities like that, because you will have a step or two in key situations. And look at that, 4 across the front for Charleston when City have possession in midfield.
Darren Smith trying to flick it up ahead. Ball cleared out. Cedeno does well to keep it. And Williams with some good work in tight spaces.
I think that ball went out of play, and it did.
Did. This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Motor City Casino. Motor City Casino on board. And fans, don't forget as well, you can watch USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings.
Nice switch across field.
Silva's done some pretty good work over there on the left side. Foster. Toe poked across, Cedeno. 1v1. Zaki crosses it in, nearly flicked across.
That kind of service will be there. If you're a Detroit City attacker, you got to have your head on a swivel, and you got to expect those crosses to come in with a little bit of pace, because that's how you beat the big defenders. What you have to do is continue your runs. Yamazaki sends it across, just nobody there. The Charleston back line had really stopped the runners and stagnated things, and so nobody's on the other end of it to toe poke it home.
Throw coming in for Charleston. 17 minutes into this. This has been a pretty good heavyweight fight so far.
It has. Punch, counter punch. You know, normally in a situation like this, both teams would spend the first 10 minutes kind of feeling each other out. No, this has been a physical game. Both sides, I think the advantage a little bit to Charleston early with the way they've been able to kind of control midfield a little bit, but City's pace has given them some opportunities, and I think that will play the further we go into the game, especially with the talent on the bench for the Rouge.
Possession just about even. Detroit City FC a slight edge in that department. Palmoff plays it up ahead. Palmoff gets it back. It is college soccer at Marshall. He signed with Charleston about a month ago after a trial with the club.
It doesn't look like Charleston's doing a whole lot with the ball right now, but actually they're setting themselves up well, because they'll play it along and then they'll push it forward and watch the center backs take a step or two up. And they're just slowly compacting the pitch. Control, but advancing territory. And so now you play it back, but look, the center backs creep a few yards forward, and now they're resetting.
Back heel flick came in towards Herrera. I'm looking at Palmoff out there on that back line at 6'4". He just rolls into a trial, like played at Marshall. You know, that's a high level program.
But you know what? That's an asset for Pierman, because he spent so much time in college soccer.
Ball up ahead for Darren Smith. And Cedeno was lurking.
And Zamudio had to play it off the head because he wasn't sure who it had come off, and if there'd been a deflection, he didn't want to commit a violation by picking it up off one of his own players. And so City tried to put the pressure on, and now a counter for Charleston if they move.
That was a veteran play, though, as Zamudio. We saw that last time here at Keyworth when Brooklyn was in. Keeper hesitated for a second, paid the ultimate price, and flipped the entire match. Zamudio, the veteran, he made the decision early and he executed.
You got to have confidence back there, and he did. And it was a well-executed play. So you have to come out and challenge here. They are sitting on the back foot a little bit, allowing Charleston to come forward. I understand you don't want to give up the mistake, but you also don't want to cede the territory battle either.
The ball into the 18, touched across. This is dangerous, and Herrera makes the grab and gets wiped out. And a yellow card will be issued.
And now you just hope Herrera's okay.
There are 2 players down for Detroit City.
I think Barry's going to pick up the yellow card. He doesn't like it, but I think it's a good decision.
Carlos Herrera spun like a helicopter. Watch this.
He took a shot to the midsection.
Oh, the shoulder looked like he put the shoulder out a little bit.
And you know what? And he might get the yellow for the shoulder against the City defender rather than anything on the keeper. Certainly some physical play, and Barry goes in the book on 20 minutes.
Yellow cards brought to you by Save a Law. Dale Barry will have to step a little bit lightly from here on out.
Tell you what, Barry's thinking he needs a lawyer and wants to issue a writ of habeas corpus. He doesn't believe that booking was a good one.
Dale Barry, a standout since all the way back in his college days, played his college soccer at San Diego, scored 38 goals in 72 matches there. Of course, performances like that get you drafted 7th overall by the Columbus Crew. Played over 100 USL matches, drafted in 2020. One more look at the Fago replay.
Elbow out on the keeper, shoulder into the defender. And the referee takes notice. 2 for the price of 1.
Herrera is up. Detroit City FC athletic training staff, all of them had to mobilize.
And Maureen Lilla, one of the best in the league.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Old Nation Brewing Company, celebrating 10 years of independent and respectfully brewed beers. Chances are high of an M43 tonight, I'm just saying.
Are you saying it's Old Nation o'clock?
That's about what it's going to be.
I respect that.
Up ahead for Darren Smith.
A lot of good 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock games in the league.
That's right.
At home, flip on the TV, open an Old Nation, watch some USL Championship soccer.
And Smith gets chase. Quick touch there by Jeremy Kelly. That was beautiful. Blackstock gives it, now goes. Ball sent in. Nobody really on the other end. Tommy Silva able to clear it away.
He's had a quietly solid match so far.
Yes, he has.
Defensively. Yep.
He was a third-team freshman All-America during his time at UCLA with Silva. Signed a homegrown contract with Real Salt Lake in MLS. Made his way to Detroit City.
City setting the midfield a little wider right now. Forces the long ball over the top. A lot of space for Charleston right now in midfield. That is not what Detroit City want to see. You got to get up there and challenge the ball a little bit. There you go. There's the press coming forward, forcing Charleston back a little bit.
Benonu goes direct, and The flag should go up, and it will. I just kind of saw that one developing the whole time. And folks, Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the professional leagues, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice.
Fans getting a little restless here, want to see some more attacking impetus from Le Rouge.
Last 10 minutes, Charleston has really choked things out for the City attack.
And that's exactly what they've been trying to do, and it all starts with having advantage in midfield. They've forced City back. There hasn't been the ability, the opportunity to get the ball out wide. This a little better, but you got to have a secondary touch, and nobody's there. And the flag comes up, so it doesn't matter.
Aaron Smith. Offside.
The longer we go without a goal, the more and more it plays into the type of match that Ben Pierman likes to coach. Get one on about the hour mark and disrupt things the rest of the way. I mean, he'll take one sooner than that, don't get me wrong. But the way that Charleston have kind of neutralized the City attack right now, they are in the ascendancy in this match.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Wayne State University, proud to be the official higher education partner of Detroit City Football Club. John, I wish I had a time lapse of the match, a little sped up time lapse, and I think you could really draw out that back line of Charleston.
Inching forward.
Just kind of moving forward as the match has gone on. You can see it. It's a good catch by your partner.
They're slowly, and it's slow enough that before you know it, you're in a lot of trouble.
This is a dangerous setup. Nathan Messer will serve it up. As an assist this year, first team All-League performer, Portland Hearts of Pine last season. League One. Ball whipped across.
That got hung up in the wind on him. He put too much under it. And when it gets that high and into the wind, it's just going to be like a wedge shot trying to come in and stick to a spot. Nobody was there. Well, like your wedge game, not mine.
That's right.
I don't have a wedge game.
So City with the throw, hemmed into the corner.
And even with the throw, look at Neil how Charleston are setting up. It's not about getting the first touch. It's about preventing the second. And when you prevent the second, now you have the opportunity to play the ball back to your keeper. And now you spread wider. And look, they're touch line to touch line with a lot of opportunities. And they're going to slowly just push things forward and let the center backs regain control. Unless City can cut off a passing lane and try to turn something into attack out wide.
Last time we gave you a kind of a stat update, we talked about the fact City had a 53% possession edge. At that time, passes were about 90 to 75 in favor of Detroit City. Now, passes are 134 for Charleston, 105 for DCFC.
Yeah, that is control in a number right there.
Luke Foster gave it, then tried to go. Montgomery able to clear it away, but a throw coming up. You get the sense right now Charleston batters getting pretty comfortable out there.
Oh, they are already comfortable. This is right into their wheelhouse of how they want to grit out results. And so much of what makes City dangerous relies on ball movement and pace. And in the last 10 minutes, we've seen neither. And that needs to be better in the final hour of this match.
Goal kick coming up for City, the misfire of Ikaza.
Devin's trying to get the ball forward, and there's just no opportunity. And we said in the open, you know, Charleston will frustrate you, and then you just kind of play that hopeful ball. And we saw it right there, just a ball over the top. And now you got to play it all the way back to the keeper.
Juve able to flick it up ahead. Ball settled down by Ryan Williams.
And by settling it down, though, he's forced to play the switch because there was no other passing lane. And there's that triangle of players for Charleston, just shutting down the passing lanes, and the only option is to play it back to Devin on one side. Up, you've got it on the wing. Look, 3 defenders there, cutting off the passing lane again. Where's your option? Back to Herrera. That's how you control a midfield and take the disadvantage you have when it comes to pace out of the game.
Hernandez Foster able to work his way through the middle. Now Atez Juve out there in space with a 1v1 matchup. Juve hesitates, accelerates, crosses, and wins a corner. This portion of the broadcast is brought to you by SeatGeek. Soccer season is here. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all of your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats.
That was the best offensive move by Detroit City in about the last 10 minutes.
Kobe Hernandez Foster made it happen by slithering through the middle of the pitch. Sherwin-Williams corner kick.
This, though, is where the physicality of Charleston really come in. Look at the size advantage they have on some of those players in the box. Just a physical advantage. Got to beat that with a well-placed ball and rise.
Ryan Williams.
And we're going to have a talking to. Our referee is not happy. Mohamed Hassan needs to go in and legislate a little bit.
Williams drives it short. It's cut out. Williams will get another crack at it.
And he will relish that because that service was the service that he would like to have back. A little thin.
Hassan, the head referee, as you talked about. Art Arustamayan, the first official. Marcus Barnett, second assistant. And Gaither, the fourth official. Victim of circumstances, we like to call him. The fourth official.
Human flapjack.
In between both the coaches. Just a nice relaxing day at the office for them, I'm sure. Corner cut away and then chipped up, and it's in! It's in the back of the net! It's a goal for Detroit City. Officials are talking.
And I think Mohamed Hassan is talking to one of his assistants. Charleston are claiming offside. And Zamudio is also down.
Detroit City not reacting like it is a goal.
And I think we're going to see an offside decision because so it comes up.
Looks like the justified call, I believe, on the right side.
Yep. And that's unfortunate because it's nowhere near the play.
Nope.
But offside is a line.
And now on the other side, here comes Malik Foster with some speed, and his cross is cut away. I believe there may have been 2 options for Detroit City FC that could have been ruled offside.
And they also could have called a foul when Zamudio went down, but I believe it was an offside decision. Unfortunately, the flag on the near touchline is sometimes invisible to us.
Right. But very quickly after that, Charleston now with the corner, and yes, we're just getting the official word. A foul was called. And that corner tried to be cleared out, but instead was scooped up. Carlos Herrera. Here's Yamazaki. Yamazaki had it touched away. It'll be a throw.
Better from City, though, to get the ball in midfield and have the opportunity to push things forward. And Yamazaki got caught with his hand in the cookie jar trying to acquire some more real estate.
Zaki fires it. Along the line, 50-50 ball up in the air. Montgomery does well. Juve settle things down.
The shape of the Battery's defense, just setting up those three defenders, one to challenge the ball, two to deny the passing. It's been so good here in the first half. They've limited City a lot. A couple of great moves when City can get it out wide. But for the most part, here's an opportunity.
Silva lays it off, and here's Juve. Second defender comes to help. Now Juve out on the wing. Juve will drive it, sends it over top of the crossbar. That's quite get on top of it.
That's a guy trying to create something. We haven't had the shots. I'm going to have a go.
And John, we talked about it. That's also a byproduct of what Charleston Battery does. Their shape defensively can make you impatient sometimes.
You know what it is? If you're a poker player, it's getting a bunch of hole cards that aren't great, and then finally trying to do something with Jack King offsuit. Like you're just you're
it
tired.
Feels so good in your hand, yeah. Darren Smith steps through. Ball chipped across. Maxi Rodriguez was the target. Good work done by Williams. But instead, it will be Charleston throw. This portion of the broadcast is brought to you by SeatGeek, and they are your ticket to great Detroit City FC seats. A good crowd on hand, as there always is. Keep in mind, too, it's chilly out here today. Don't be fooled by all that sunshine, but as Detroit City fans have proven throughout the years, doesn't matter. They're out here for their squad.
They are a hardy bunch.
We're to be composed.
Now you have the opportunity to push. Get on the front foot and go. No challenge out wide. Run at him.
Silva and up with Juve. Kobe Hernandez Foster.
And there's Charleston settling in. Now let's see if Amamensa can do what Charleston's center back have done and just gain a few yards every time you're passing it back and forth.
Man City trying the left side. Makes its way through. Cedeno turns, crosses the header. Yamazaki steps up, gives it a go, and that just misses the left post. Haruki Yamazaki has been dangerous in spells here today.
And what makes him so dangerous is the fact that he does not need any lead time to create. He'll just take the ball and on one touch, spin and turn and send service in. Look at that. Yamazaki has a go, just misses the post. Zamudio wasn't getting to that.
Nope. Here's Juve. Quick step. Juve shot, and the stop is made. Zamudio was ready.
We got to put her down.
Maxi Rodriguez.
Holding his face.
He's still down. Tracks staff out again. Murray Lewis calling for a substitution for Maxi Rodriguez. I believe that was the hand signal.
See if anybody starts getting ready on the City bench. Nobody's stripping off the coat yet.
Looked like non-contact.
I'm not sure if any of our cameras, it was far enough away from the play and now we got somebody stripping off. I think Max's day might be done.
Preston, I believe, we called into duty. Detroit City FC. And that is the case.
And you just hope it's nothing too serious for Maxi Rodriguez.
Crowd here.
But it is not often that Maureen Lula makes the immediate sub signal.
I was a bit startled by that. I hadn't seen that before, but that is good to see right there. Maxi will go off under his own power. The replay we saw, I didn't see contact. We'll take a look at it one more time. Replay is brought to you by Fago.
Oh, something went pop. The way he went down and the way he slowed up before going down, you and I have seen that a number of times.
Max is very dejected over there on the bench, as you can see right now.
They know.
Maxi will gives the fan the high five.
Class individual.
City with it and in the corner.
Still about, I would say, 8 minutes to go before the half. We had 2 long injury stoppages.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by DTE Energy. Score energy savings this spring by visiting dteenergy.com/saveenergy.
Our partner, we were talking about the atmosphere in here. That has just...
It took a blow, no doubt.
The atmosphere has been sucked out of this place.
Free kick set up for Detroit City after that foul call in a very dangerous spot. And City with an opportunity here, John, to really breathe some life back into the atmosphere after Maxi Rodriguez went off due to injury just moments ago. Whipped in, ball cut out. Rick Foster will clear it out.
Oh, look at that's a nice defensive play to step up, because that was trouble, and it still could be. But look at Amomensa getting back, tracking back in good position.
Top to Preston as well.
Excellent interception.
Ball up for Darren Smith. Can he make his move? He's got Joof on the run, and that ball poked away. Boy, beautiful close out there by Langston Blackstock. Big free agent acquisition for Charleston.
He basically made it a one-touch opportunity for Joof, because if Joof tries to control that ball, Blackstock's going to get in position to own the situation. So the ball led, but not far enough for Joof to run onto it. One-touch opportunity. Beautiful job by Darren Smith to step through. He gets the ball, steps through 2 defenders, lets him over pursue. But then Blackstock turns it into a one-touch opportunity and actually sent it out for a corner.
John, we talked about this match has been a heavyweight fight. Now Detroit City has swung the pendulum back. They have had control and a lot of set-piece opportunities. Make our way towards halftime. Ball crossed in, ball cleared out.
And Haruki Yamazaki playing that sweeper roll out back, doesn't allow the counter, keeps possession for City.
That ball's overcooked.
And Zamudio takes the opportunity to show everybody he can do a pull-up.
Also, too, I think Zamudio, after what happened before that foul call,
yeah, he was going up.
He will escort that one personally over the bar.
I think you're right, partner. story of this first half right now with the atmosphere at Keyworth Stadium is the injury to Max Rodriguez. First of all, you're going to hope it's nothing long term. Second, you got to figure out a way to bring Keyworth atmosphere back into this match.
I'm told there'll be about 4 minutes of stoppage time. Benonu touched Messer. Well done. Taka Preston.
And then the passing lane shut down, and here comes Charleston the other way. Just trying to take control of things again, slow things down again, push things forward again. A lot of body blows in this heavyweight fight in the opening 6 rounds.
Zuber. So we are in the 4 minutes of stoppage time. And fans, if you can't watch the match, turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Ball up ahead, and now Ryan Williams has it. He lets it go, and that ball will go wide.
But better from City in the final 15 minutes of this half.
Would agree.
It's exactly what you need to have going into halftime. You were on your heels and a little punch drunk in the middle part of this first half. And nice to see City reestablish at least some movement forward to make Charleston respect it. They've had their opportunities, including one in the back of the net, ruled out by a foul.
In the back on the left side. And
no foul.
No foul called by the official. Montez Juve taken down from behind. Sedano really upset.
He has some advocates in the stands as well. I believe what Muhammad Hassan had said was that it was a 50-50 and he went down and the Charleston player got the ball.
Hernandez Foster. Montez Juve takes it. Sent in, ball cleared out. Juve standing right there, can throw it in quickly if he chooses.
We've heard that a lot today, partner. Ball sent in, ball cleared out by that Charleston back line. I think we've got a goal kick here. Playing out over in the corner.
Juve was lobbying for a corner. Minutes into our 4 minutes of stoppage time. Nathan Messer. Zuber rolls it to the right side. Guerrero with a bit of a misfire on the clearance.
But you'd rather have the misfire be out the stadium than anywhere else.
Ball taken away by Sedano. As Darren Smith running with him, but Battery only got 5 defenders back.
So fast.
Switch, Yamazaki's in a ton of space on the right side.
He can play in. There's the over pursuit. Now move it inside.
Yamazaki tried to take 3 defenders on, beat 2 of them. Kobe Hernandez-Foster. Cross sent in, that's cut out. Taka Preston will get to the ball. And City get themselves a corner.
I think they're going to have maybe 1 or 2 touches of the ball before the whistle is going to go. Corner in, maybe a rebound, maybe a second touch.
Sherwin-Williams corner kick. So here we go, right at the death of the first half. Mensah is typically a target in these scenarios. Ball fizzed in, that ball cut out, and there is the halftime whistle. So back and forth we go, and partner, we talked about it. It was going to be a heavyweight fight, and it was exactly that. Through the first 4 rounds, 2 rounds apiece.
I think it's a fair result at halftime. And Detroit City FC need to pick up on the momentum they've had in the last 15 minutes of the first half. I'm quite sure Ben Pierman will want more of the same from his guys. Could be an exciting second 45 minutes.
So we will take our first break. 0-0 the score through the first 45 minutes of play. We'll be back with more USL Championship soccer.
There's a beer in the D for me and you. From Royal Oak to Jefferson Avenue. Grab a friend and a jersey too and chant. Chant like you give a damn. I'll sing for you, city. Drink some Strohs, alright. It's gonna be a party in Detroit. No one's sleeping tonight. Now we're talking Detroit, and Strohs is spoken here.
Here's Smith again, the chip! Give him 2! Hits through 2 defenders! Oh, what a goal by Juve! Service on the corner! And it's 1-0 City!
In Detroit, we play with passion. We push limits. We break barriers. We never back down. At Alumnify, we bring the same relentless energy to your finances. No hidden fees, high-yield savings, tech-driven tools. Checking that keeps it simple. Because winning isn't just about game day. It's about every decision you make. Alumnify, Detroit City Football Club. Smart banking, fearless football. One winning team. Together, we
Welcome
win.
back inside historic Keyworth Stadium. Halftime brought to you by Pabst Light, America's quality light beer. A heavyweight battle here at Keyworth Stadium, 0-0 through the first 45 minutes of play. Let's take a look at Devin Amu-Mensah, who has stepped into a big-time leadership role for Detroit City FC. Of course, he learned from one of the all-time great leaders here at Detroit City FC.
What it means to be a DCFC captain is it's all about the club, putting the club first, the community first. It's all about leaving it out there on the field. It's just being selfless and trying to drive the team forward.
You know, understand the club values and what the club means to the city of Detroit, being a person that is seen in the community, but a person that is respected not only by his teammates and staff, but by fans and people that can say, yeah, that's our leader, that's our captain.
It's all about the heart, the grit that you lay out there. You put your body on the line, you know, for the club, for the city. It's a big deal, and it's a lot of pressure, but it's it's a very prestigious thing to get.
Yeah, Steve drove the standard every day. I think, from the first moment I stepped in, you saw his intensity, whether it was leading through example or vocally. He's always the one at training, driving the sessions. During the games, he's the one kind of getting on guys to continue to raise the standard, whether that's individual performances or as a team as a whole.
The captain for this year will be Devin. He's a leader within the group, a respected person that's been at the club for a number of years now.
Being captain is an honor and not something that I shy away from. I think in the past I've said that I've tried to be a leader regardless of the armband. I've somebody that tried to be a leader through my work ethic and how I play on the field.
There's a lot of activities, like you said earlier, off the field, but on the field you got to have this strong mentality of you are the focal point of the team, and it's a big responsibility, and I think Devin has that. He has that mentality of he's well respected in the community because he's a coach with the youth teams.
For me, that's my way of giving back to the community, helping the next generation. I think it's important, especially in Detroit. They look up to me at times, so to be able to be an example for them and how I carry myself and go about things is really important for me. To be among the few captains at Detroit City is even a bigger honor to represent the club.
First ball, every time we're in today. Yeah, first 15 set the tone, we're going to win the game. Come on. 3 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Match day 1, it's the season opener of the USL Championship.
No time like the present for these teams to make a statement and begin the campaign on the right foot.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
This spring, stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card.
Prinks tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks tires will be there for the long haul.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Some people are born warriors. Something drives them forward, past any obstacle, towards something bigger. Maybe they weren't born with a silver spoon, but they were born with a purpose. At Wayne State University, we take this drive and turn it into so much more, so they can become warrior strong.
It is halftime in the USL Championship. We hope you're enjoying your match so far. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines from the week. Youth took center stage for the championship in round 1 of the US Open Cup. Phoenix Rising put 5 teenagers in the lineup and cruised to a 4-0 win over San Ramon FC. 4 of those 5 teenage players are academy products. And how about 16-year-old Tyson Espy? He scored the winning goal in a 1-0 Orange County victory over Colorado Springs. Espy is one of 5 players in the championship that have played matches for U.S. Youth National Team. Well, not to be outdone, we feature a veteran player, Tampa Bay Rowdies forward Russell Cicerone, who scored his 70th career goal in Week 3 against the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. Cicerone enters Week 4 11th all-time in USL Championship goals, and he's making his way up the all-time list in appearances with 234. Upcoming matches to watch in the championship. Saturday, April 4th, Louisville City hosting Charleston Battery. Saturday, April 18th, Charleston back on CBS SN hosting Tampa Bay Rowdies. And then the Prinks Tires USL Cup on April 25th. Hartford Athletic hosts rival Rhode Island on CBS SN. This is the USL Halftime Update. We're getting closer to the second half. Let's send you back to your match.
Back inside historic Keyworth Stadium, one of the better matches on the USL slate, has not disappointed so far. 0-0, Detroit City FC, Charleston Battery, of course, halftime. Brought to you by Pabst Light. Let's get caught up with what's going on all around USL Championship. We had a match on earlier today, as a matter of fact. New Mexico United get the 3-2 win over the Switchbacks. A couple of midweek matches as well.
Well, Brooklyn still finding the start to USL Championship, a bit of growing pains there. That's a good 3 points for New Mexico as well. And how about Miami winning the Battle of Florida against the newcomer Sporting Jacks?
Let's see what John Krieger will be up to tonight as we check out the upcoming schedule going all around USL Championship. Tampa Bay Rowdies, Loudoun United. They'll be on CBS Sports Golazo.
And I'll tell you what, I'm going to be watching the score here in the second half of Hartford there. And in the 11, maybe stay up here in the press box. That's a key one early season. And also, boy, oh boy, Brooklyn goes from the frying pan into the fire against Lou City. It's going to be another tough lesson for them. We'll see how they hold up against one of the division's best.
And, of course, the late night action as well out there on the West Coast. Las Vegas Lights will be at Monterey Bay FC. That one's coming up at 10:30 tonight. And, of course, Sacramento Republic, El Paso Locomotive. That one will be good also.
That's the one I'm going to be tuning into on Golazo. I really want to see it is two evenly matched teams, El Paso and Sacramento. I think it's going to be an outstanding late match.
And some big-time matches coming up that you can keep an eye out for USL Championship as we roll through the Saturday. 0-0 here. Detroit City FC, Charleston Battery.
Sorry, hon. It's a little expensive.
Sometimes life gives us a big goal, one we can reach through many seemingly small tasks. DTE has a goal too, to see how energy efficiency can lead to bigger things. Caulking and using smart power strips may not seem like much, but they add up to something you and others will notice. So, if you're ready to save energy and save money, DTE is ready to help. DTE.
Soccer, soccer, soccer. Watch it at Detroit's premier soccer bar, the Detroit City Clubhouse. We have domestic and international. Soccer, soccer, soccer. Enjoy cold beer. Don't forget to pies, pies, pies. The Detroit City Clubhouse. Perfect for birthday parties and corporate events. Detroit City Clubhouse. Detroit's home for soccer, soccer, soccer.
Detroit City FC is presented by Fort Pontchartrain, the proud hotel partner of Detroit City FC.
injury. You're hoping it's nothing too serious for Maxey, but City is going to have to figure out a way in the second half to make up for his absence if they want all 3 points.
So we are just about ready to go. Charleston will have the ball to start the second half. Rolled out to the right side. Blackstock pings it up towards the 18. Nearly settled down on Mumensa. Tracks back to clear it away. And he earns a whistle as well. Messer will help him up.
Looking at the first half stats, Neil, I got to hold my hands up because there's a number here that I took a look at during the halftime break, and Charleston had slowed down the game for so much of it during the first 45 minutes, and then City grew into the ascendancy. But if you take a look at not the heat map, but the touch map, touches in the opponent's box in the first half, Charleston 4, City 12. And it didn't necessarily feel like that, but City on the counter, when they've been able to use the pace, have had more touches in the opponent's box. They just got to figure out a way to poke one home. And it will probably be, if City are going to take the points here, one of those moments of brilliance where the pace can be an advantage and you try to get a goal and see it out.
And John, we could talk about all the analysis we want. In the end, it was always going to be this way between these two teams, right? Whoever has that moment of brilliance, that's been the track record.
Yeah, they're going to punch back and forth.
Right,
and
absolutely.
it's going to be that gritty 1-0 win for either side on a moment of brilliance.
Kobe Hernandez-Foster jumped the gun on the restart a little bit. And this portion of the broadcast presented by Fago, proud to be the official pop of DCFC. This will bring us all the replays here today.
And we have some right up here in the
some
booth.
in the booth as
This
well.
is a rock and rye booth.
Absolutely.
For that matter.
Kobe Hernandez-Foster drives it to the right side. Mumensa was in the neighborhood. Ball cleared out. Zaki has it. Nicely done over to Juve into space. He's going 1v1 and looking to go wide and does. Turns on the Jets. Juve, Cedeno. Cedeno's cross cleared away.
He would have wanted to get more on that, but I like the interplay in the early going of the second half. City need more of that.
And that ball pass was chipped up ahead. Too much mustard on the hot dog, though, just across that touch line. And there's Foster. Smith the target. It's 1v2, but that comes free to Juve. Juve settles it down. Juve lets it go, and the shot is blocked. Juve reaches in, tried to get it back.
A little bit rushed, but I like the intent better. Early going here in the second half. City trying to come out on the front foot like they were in the last 10 minutes.
I'll tell you what, John, the physiology right now for Montez Juve. We've seen him now. This is our second season. He just seems to get that go about him, that movement about him, and usually when that happens, he creates something pretty special. We'll keep an eye on him in the second half, no doubt.
You got a number of players out there for City that have that afterburner that can really turn into a create opportunity. Yamazaki has another gear. Cedeno has another gear. Juve has another gear.
Good layoff, but an even better recovery there. Tommy Silva, once again, rock solid.
And by the way, still not a touch in the opponent's box. Charleston staying at 4, although with this corner, an opportunity.
So here comes the corner. Ball sent in, Herrera with the double fist punch, and the whistle sounds, and Herrera's down. Herrera's gone through it here today. He has paid the price.
He's taken a couple of shots. That time he's rubbing a little dirt on the elbow. He went up with a very confident claim to the ball, and he met with some opposition. Here's the corner coming in, and Herrera up and just got cleared out.
Montgomery. Was a first-team All-American college at UNC Charlotte. Very decorated playing career for Montgomery. And we have not said his name a ton, which means, John, when you're a center back and you're in that back position,
good things are happening.
You're doing your job, absolutely. Throw coming in.
And you know what we've seen, and Stephen Carroll, the longtime captain of DCFC, really anchored that back line and ensured that the back four had a good relationship with the keeper. And now he retires, and it was going to be Devin Amu-Mensah and Callum Montgomery that were going to have to step up and rebuild that relationship. And they look to be on the same page with Herrera. And the flag is up for offside.
Cross and played out. And Zaki track back, gain control. Fans, eFootball is here. Live your dream. Live your dream, rep your team. Play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball, free to play. Download it right now. Taka Preston on that right side. Sends a cross, looking for Darren Smith. And that's cleared out by Graham Smith, but City now with the corner.
Graham Smith in a really good position there, but Darren Smith starting to run at the ball again. That's dangerous if you're Charleston. So you've had a couple of good runners be in a position to take passes here in the second half, and City have another opportunity here at the set piece.
Corner number 5 for Detroit City, I believe.
I wonder if Sherwin Williams can get me DCFC Pantone. Do some painting there.
Check the palette. Roll into your local Sherwin Williams. Hernandez Foster. Plays the corner short. Now it's driven in. Darren Smith flicks it. Pinballed around a couple times, and that shot will be sent wide.
And City lobbying for a corner, but they're not going to get it.
That ball took a deflection.
Tough to see those micro deflections. You really got to watch the spin of the ball, and you hope the official catches it.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Alumnify, smart banking, fearless football, one winning team. Alumnify, proud partner of DCFC.
Smart clearance there. Counter might have been on for Charleston. Oh, well, play might have been on for Charleston off the goal kick. They run out wide. Look out.
And just slightly overcooked. Under the reach of Taka Preston.
But both Joof and Smith applauded the effort to try to get it out wide, and they'd started to turn the afterburners on to run for some service. Just like early in the first half, City getting some joy out wide. And what they need to do is keep the pressure on, try to keep some more possession, keep switching things out wide, force Charleston to respect that.
Daniel goes down, loses control. Kaza. Ball goes away from him, and now City looking to turn and go. Juf is calling for it on the right side. Darren Smith makes a run.
Oh, over pursuit, great.
Darren Smith steps through, keeps it. Ball sent through. Just out of the reach of Tommy Silva, who had really pinched up.
One too many passes there, partner. Charleston had been able to set up behind the ball, but I like the build-up play. The finish wasn't there. The build-up was. And eventually, one of those pays off.
Juve spins it back. Here's Silva. Cedeno's calling for it.
Two runners.
Cedeno back to Silva. Can Silva get it across? It's cut away, but a corner coming up. And Detroit City FC, out of the halftime break, is absolutely cooking right now offensively.
Absolutely, and that's a veteran play by Silva. He was starting to go down. He was never going to get this cross in, but watch the body as it goes down. Silva comes in, it's too far away. The only play he has is to slide and try to make a corner, and he does that. That's a veteran move to make something, an opportunity out of nothing, and Silva earns the corner for City.
Williams over Kobe Hernandez-Foster.
We've seen a lot of corner plays, this quick short and then a secondary cross.
And that ball sent in, and it's in the back of the net. Ryan Williams.
Oh, we might have. They're going to make him retake the corner, I think.
Boy, I don't know what the call is.
Well, he started pointing to the corner spot. And the call is offside.
Ryan Williams with an absolutely wicked ball.
And the referee up with his hand right away.
The second time Detroit City has had one taken off the board here this afternoon. Taka Preston. Step over his defender and he will win a corner. Boy, City got that goal taken off the board, right back to work. Active on the wings.
It almost seemed to energize them.
Kobe Hernandez-Foster will come over.
Tight offside decision. City right back at it.
Ryan Williams with it again. Drives it, flicked wide and high. Montgomery is the target. Detroit City FC lurking. Zaki comes up to take that ball away. Now makes a run up the right side. Yamazaki going through a couple of defenders into the 18. Yamazaki across.
Earns a corner.
Is played out for another Detroit City FC corner.
Sherwin-Williams getting their money's worth.
They absolutely are. This will be corner number 8 coming up for City. Charleston Battery They're back heels for the entirety of the second half. Foster fizzes it in. That's cut out. Ikaza. Begging for the ball.
We're going to see a Battery sub here before too long.
There's Juf making a move, accelerating, crossing it in. It's played away. And Williams and Silva. Juf 1v1 to go through. And Juf called for the foul.
I think it's going to be Husu coming in for Charleston Battery, and he is going to replace Palmov, who's going to make way.
Landry coming in for 115 USL matches played. Played 29 matches for Charleston Battery last year, bagged 4 goals.
Well, partner, you and I talked about it. The final 15 minutes of the first half, and now the first 15 here in the second half, really City into the ascendancy, and that's borne out in the stats. That 30 minutes, the last 15 minutes of the first half, these 15 minutes, Charleston without a shot.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Save a Law.
So not only is City better with the ball, they have not allowed Charleston to move forward. And as I look at the touch map, Charleston has had exactly 1 touch in the opponent's box here after halftime, and it was on that corner that was easily put out. So in the last 30 minutes, 1 touch in City's box. No shots on goal for the Battery since the 29th minute. And yes, all it's going to take is 1 for either side. That's the kind of prize fight we're watching today.
Play back to the keeper.
Look at how far forward. I love Darren Smith being back there asking the question. Another aerial duel win for City.
Tried to get it through to Darren Smith.
That one was a little cute, but I like the risk.
Bill Berry.
And we might see a booking, and we will.
Tangled up with Juf.
And I don't necessarily know that the contact was that egregious, but just the setup of the play, Neil, is going to lend itself to the referee looking at this. The player coming with pace, and there's the player played forward, there's the little tug, and you bring him back. And once you bring him back in that 1v1 situation, he goes down, you're going to go in the book.
Bookings brought to you by Save a Law. Livestock. Stand over the restart. Just keep in mind, Danny Dicchio was forced to go to one of his subs early back in the 44th-ish minute. Maxi Rodriguez was hurt, left the match. Preston's come in. He's been a real problem for Charleston Battery. Right side.
And you know what the testament is for Detroit City FC? You lose a guy like Maxi Rodriguez, who has been a lot of your engine, right? And in the last 25 minutes, City have continued to be more and more ahead in the contest without him. Just shows you the team mentality that LaRouge had.
Silva keep it in the field of play. I believe this will be a corner for Charleston Battery.
Herrera looking into the setting, the sun as it goes down on this corner. Starts to sink in the sky.
driven in. Double fist punch, that shot. Oh, Herrera made the stop. He was already on the ground, trying to give the punch to the corner, and still made the save.
That is a game-saving series there by Herrera. First the punch on the corner, and then the presence of mind, even on the ground, to follow the shot, and makes the save.
Big-time play by Carlos Herrera.
He's made a number of them. He comes out, this is a good, confident punch, but it goes down instead of going out. And all of a sudden, it ends up on a Charleston boot. He actually gets tangled up there a little bit and goes down through two screeners. Sees the ball, makes the save.
There was just a mass of humanity there.
And he found it.
It's tough to see through there. Herrera comes through. Really the only time he's been tested today. We move into the 67th minute. Neil Rule, John Krieger here with you.
Neil, the shoes on the other foot. First half, I talked to you a lot about triangles and defenders denying passing lanes, forcing more hopeful balls. That was City's attack in the midfield for the first third, or the middle of the first half. Now the shoes on the other foot. Charleston's the one to kind of take a snatch at it, being turned away.
You see Juve shot out of a cannon as a defender.
And just an easy clear out there. That's a hopeful ball over the top, hoping somebody can get on the end of it.
Zaki will take it, sends it up. The flag would be up on Cedeno if he gave chase. So he peels back.
But it's still all the way back to Zamudio. And City can reset the midfield and just try to force Charleston back. Really great response after halftime. We are halfway through the second half, and it has been Detroit City's half. You just got to find a way to put one in the net that counts.
This portion of the match brought to you by Strategic Staffing Solutions.
Don't forget, by the way, Charleston, a good closing team. They were down last week, scored 2 goals in the final 20 minutes to turn the result on its head, get all 3 points. So they'll go for the full 90.
Here is Barry, going up the left side. Messer tracks back. Suber in the middle. Suber's had some big moments. USL Championship. Game-winning penalty conversion against Hartford in the USL playoffs. Last year for Pittsburgh.
And we're going to have a double switch here for the Battery. Coming on, Kisiedu. And Wilmer Cabrera. So it's Kisiedu and Cabrera coming on. And they're not going to allow the subs yet.
Cross was deflected. Blackstock with it. Now I believe the subs will be allowed to come in. Malik Foster, Langston Blackstock will come out.
Blackstock's had a good match defensively. Especially he's had to make some big plays here in the second half, but his race is run. Cabrera comes on, Kisiedo, one of those USL veterans that always seems to pop up and makes things happen.
Joke getting loose for Detroit City.
How about Joke for a super sub? Be able to turn him loose with 20 minutes to go and say, go run and make things happen. excellent depth option for Detroit City FC.
In the meantime, Suber will throw it in. Ball comes towards middle of the 18, touched away. Smith will give chase.
And force the error. Darren Smith forced that absolutely horrible clearance by Zamudio, just popped it up.
Just as Charleston was, for the first time in the second half, settling into some possession. It's upended. City throw.
And then they'll get the foul the other way and they can push things forward.
Juf is borderline demanding the ball out here on the left side for Detroit City.
And now he's going to have a defender come over and mark him. That's going to open up some space if City want it through the middle of the park.
Montgomery plays it back to Herrera.
Look at Charleston trying to get forward.
Silva with a quality receive, floats it up there looking for Juf.
Chizome Egbachulam and Lay Jope putting on the kit for Detroit City FC to come in at the next opportunity.
An opportunity maybe now.
I haven't seen Egbachulam.
Came on the pitch.
Now he's up there in the subs area.
Egbachulam came into the Brooklyn match, the home opener for Detroit City FC, and really had some moments. Siedu play it down, and that foul will go against City. It'll be Atanka Preston.
18 to go now, plus stoppage, partner, and Danny Dicchio with the opportunity to shuffle the deck last. After he had to make the first sub of the contest, Charleston forced into their changes earlier, and now Detroit City FC putting on a pair of Energizer bunnies in Lay Jope and Egbachulam. We're going to ask some questions of that battery back line.
Sainio and Ryan Williams. Matches for each of them.
Now here's a difference. When we were here for the Brooklyn match, partner, I believe it was Egbachulam coming in for Darren Smith. Now Danny Dicchio leaving Darren Smith on the pitch, so you have both the physicality of Egbachulam up top and Darren Smith's finesse.
And don't forget about Juf, too.
So a lot of options here for Detroit City FC to make something special happen here at Keyworth in the final 17 minutes.
Here we go. This could be our first look at it.
Out wide. He didn't see Juf, and now they'll push it that way.
Silva will take it. And Juf has it. Go back to Silva. That ball was cut out, but a throw coming up for City.
But again, unselfish play, and we knew we were going to see that 1-2 game from Detroit City FC in this match.
Silva will roll it back to Montgomery. Floated up, flicked across Darren Smith, trying to get on the end of it. That ball will be played up towards the crowd. Throw coming for City again. This second half, John, Detroit City FC has been buzzing.
It's been near perfect. The only thing missing is a goal that's been allowed to stand. And by the way, 45 minutes, a whole half of football since Charleston has had a shot. Oh no, wait a minute, they did have that one shot on so they have had one shot in the second half on that corner punch. So they've had one shot and one shot on target in the last 45 minutes of football.
drives it out. That was nicely done by Herrera. T for Yamazaki. Oh, Yamazaki has it on a string right now. Out wide, here's Juve. 1v1, Juve's cross, and it's 1-0 City. There goes that guy again, Darren Smith.
That's your league leader, ladies and gentlemen. Doing what league leaders do. And he'll get the plaudits for the goal, but it all starts out in the center circle with Haruki Yamazaki putting it on a string, playing it out for the service to happen, and Darren Smith slotting it home, 1-0 to City.
Fago replay.
Whoops! Yeah, I'm gone. I beat you. Here's the ball through. One touch and fight off a defender. Plays it out wide. Juve head on a swivel. Turns on the afterburner. Puts it past his marker. And Darren Smith buttons up a beautiful passage of play goal, start to finish for Le Rouge. That's 4 players playing perfectly in their positioning and execution, and it gets the job done.
You can go back to Herrera.
Playing it out.
Putting it out there to Yamazaki perfectly, too.
Start to finish. You know what? Yeah, you need to give Herrera credit for that ball. And you had mentioned it. That's 5 players touching the football, and everybody did it absolutely perfectly. That was beautiful.
That, folks, is why they call it the beautiful game right there. Party of 5 on the goal for Detroit City FC.
Nev Campbell not needed.
Taka Preston, that one will roll up. Zamudio pick it up.
And now City player down, and Maureen Lindley is going to make her 3rd appearance on the pitch.
Players calling. Training staff assistants as well. DCFC will scramble the bench.
First train of the afternoon rolls by here at Keyworth Stadium. Norfolk and Southern rolling on through.
78th minute. At historic Keyworth Stadium. So we'll take a look and see.
And we got another non-contact, just pulling up and going down. And again, Maureen Lilla called for the sub nearly immediately. If City pick up the 3 points here, it's going to be a costly 3 points on the injury front. With a couple of guys looking to pick up looking to have picked up non-contact knots.
And a huge match for DCFC. They will be at Rhode Island next Saturday at 1 p.m.
Don't forget about a tie against Flint City Bucks in the U.S. Open Cup. Having to go away for that one. And then back here on April 11th for the newcomers, Sporting Jacks, to experience the cauldron of Keyworth Stadium for the first time. Tickets for that one available now. You can get your tickets for the April 11th match against Sporting Jacks with a 4 p.m. kickoff at DebtCityFC.com.
And Stanley will come on for Detroit City. Taka Preston, who came in for Maxi Rodriguez when Maxi had to leave due to injury. Taka Preston now will do the same.
Look, early season, cold day like this, things can happen. And difficult to stay warm out there even when you're moving. You just hope neither injury is too severe. Get underway with a drop ball, and here we go.
Elijah creates the turnover, but the foul will be called.
And that's probably a good decision.
Chulam is looking to party with Darren Smith.
There'll be some stoppage here, Neil, because of the injuries that we've seen and the celebration on the goal and a number of subs. Probably about 15 minutes left for Detroit City FC to hold on to this lead or try to expand it. Don't forget, though, Charleston Battery. They have visited the Last Chance Saloon a couple of times and come out with the points.
They have a loyalty card with the Last Chance Saloon.
City are going to have to hold on against a Charleston team that is going to push them. Don't go anywhere, folks. This one's going to be a fun final 15 minutes.
There's Juve going down.
Juve's taking a shot. Rivera's taking a couple of shots. This kind of prize fight will leave some body blows on you. Going to see a sub coming up for Charleston. The youngster, 17-year-old Jack Wayne, wearing his age on the back of his shirt, is going to make his Keyword Stadium debut as a visitor. He came off the bench, made his USL debut a couple of matches ago for Charleston. Good young talent, Ben Pierman has found.
Jack Wayne, as you talked about, 17 years old, product of the Atlanta United and Philadelphia Union Academies.
He brings some stature out there despite his 17-year-old age. There's possibilities for that body frame to turn into something.
Montgomery heads it. Stanley just came into the match. Lenza flicks that one ahead.
Charleston down.
Possessing the ball, and Miguel Berry is down in the constituents here at Detroit City FC, making their opinion known.
Also, however, City is fine to let the trainer come out. They have the 1-0 lead.
Berry spent the last 2 seasons with LA Galaxy in MLS. Berry with the restart. Charleston Battery, their first road match of the season here at Keyworth. Goes from tall task and big challenge to tall task and big challenge. They'll be at Lou City next Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Tough first 2 road matches.
Their season can look a whole lot different over the span of 7 days.
Start out with actually their best start in the league. I don't think they've won the first 2 in a while, and one of their best starts. Then you got to come to Detroit and go to Louisville. Schedule makers unkind.
Adu step around the defender there for Detroit City FC, and instead we'll get a corner.
Charleston's so good on set pieces. You got to be on high alert here, and Berry let back onto the pitch. No, he's being drawn back off. He tried to jog back on, and he had not been waved on by the official. Now he's waved on by the official. You have to be allowed back on by the referee. That hadn't happened yet.
So here we go, and you figure Berry, big target, 6'3". We'll get the talking to again, I believe.
You know what? Mohamed Hassan has had a good match in terms of not allowing too much housery on some of these set pieces. He stepped in where he's needed to.
sent in. Herrera came out, I believe got a hand on it.
Charleston player went down, was begging for a penalty. Mohammed Hassan is unmoved.
Hernandez Foster, he's asking for a card to be issued.
And he's going to get one. Card for simulation.
And you be the judge. You saw the Fago replay.
I would agree with the booking.
Booking becoming official. Yellow cards brought to you by Save a Law Firm. New rule, John Krieger here with you. Detroit City FC, a dominant second half.
And in fact, a dominant last 15 of the first half. For about the last 55 minutes.
Darren Smith, the USL leading goal scorer, connects. And that is the difference in the match.
And City get a free kick here. Partner, this is about to be a chippy last 10 minutes. Got some guys hitting the turf. Some chirping going on toward our officials in green.
And Stanley goes down. And now Herrera on the restart. Probably go full send.
And just kicked it out of play.
He hooks that one.
That one resembled one of my tee shots during golfing in the summer here in Michigan. Unfortunately, this is not golf.
And foul was called, I believe. That is the case.
Partner, City is doing an excellent job of playing the game. I'm not talking about playing the match. I'm talking about playing the game. Herrera took some time over the restart. A little time there on the throw-in and the restart for Charleston. Those are the things you kind of need to do to see out a contest, especially one that has been as close run as this.
Number 2, it says Juve is lurking, a ball that gets cleared out.
It sets up well for the counter.
Darren Smith, top, Bachulum.
I would be willing to bet from the stoppages we're somewhere between 5 and 6 minutes of stoppage time. Anything less, a gift for City. Anything more, probably a little hard done by.
89th minute, we go. Landry tried to turn with it. Shut down by Aiden Stanley. Stanley over 135 USL Championship matches played, and Lajot will get called for that foul.
And then Mohammed Hassan not allowing any real estate acquisition. Come back and take the kick from the right spot. You're going to see a lot of anywhere but here clearances. Now it's all about keeping it away from your own box.
Layoff. He tried to step through. And that ball get across the line.
It looks like it did.
At the goal line. Oh, yes, it did. All right, so that is the call.
And partner, that touch right there, just Charleston's second touch in the City area this half.
Into the 90th minute. Word on the amount of stoppage time. Herrera drives it down.
Don't go into a shell here, but don't overextend either. And that's going to be a foul. Always was going to be a foul. There was no way to go through and play the ball legally. for the City player there. He went through his man. That's going to get called every time.
Here we go. Herrera comes off the line to make the grab. There will be 5 minutes of stoppage time. Detroit City FC with the 1-0 lead. And now Darren Smith gives chase.
That hopped about a yard too far from him and let the play get taken away from him.
Herrera couldn't keep the control.
Charleston has to chase now, and City need to not. They need to keep their shape, play that composed match, and here's an opportunity.
Montez Juve spins around.
Good play there by City just to hold up possession, force the foul, and you know what that does? Lets them take 30 seconds off the clock.
Joe draws the whistle.
Buys some time. The foul was far more valuable than any pass he was able to make there.
Silva directs traffic to the corner. Stanley goes there. Darren Smith. Silva's cross in. Bodies were going everywhere. Jeremy Kelly tracks it down.
Charleston pushing forward, extra player up. Got 4 up front now 5. City doing a good job of slowing things down in midfield.
Throw coming up for Charleston. Landry tosses it in, gets it back. Nope, miscommunication. Throw coming for City. And they will not work quite as expeditiously as Charleston did to throw it in.
No, he's going to check every stitch on the ball. Absolutely. Yeah, just get it right in the right place. Now he's being asked to play it forward. And another clear out. And you know what? You killed 20 more seconds.
Charleston will try the left side. About halfway through stoppage time.
The key here is to not let yourself over pursue. Make the Charleston player make the first move, react to it, rather than you making the first move and allowing them to dictate where this goes. Stay in your shape.
Juve didn't get the whistle. Now Charleston with some space on the left side. That ball sent in, and Herrera makes the grab. Just over top of Jack Wayne. He's the target of the service.
And again, that ball played out, but far enough down the pitch that City can set up defensively. And you got about 90 seconds to hold on here. Stay in your shape. Keep your head about you.
Direct ball driven up. Montgomery.
What was it you said about hopeful balls, partner? That's an awful hopeful ball.
It absolutely was. That's where Charleston is right now. Dying moments of this match. Ball chipped up to the right side. Landry plays it down. Nifty little back heel, and that shot is blocked. And Montgomery will send it skyward.
Sacrifices the body there on the block.
Final minute of stoppage time. Wayne. And that ball cleared away by Silva, but corner coming up.
And Charleston's so dangerous on these. It was a goal from a set piece that gave them the win last week at Patriots Point. Can they do it one more time to steal a point here at Keyworth?
be
another talking to.
Another talking to, but after this talking to is over, this will be quite the mixing in the mixing bowl.
Zamiedo is up, keeper's up.
Corner in, cut out. That is the final whistle. And Detroit City FC, with a dominant second half, get a 1-0 victory over the Charleston Battery.
The final hour of this match was clinical. It was elite. And the goal that gave them the 3 points was perfect. City put themselves on the front foot and never let go after halftime. It's a deserved 3 points to get back to winning ways, and they stay undefeated at Keyworth, partner.
Big 3 points for DCFC. Charleston Battery fall on the road. Next up, a match at Lou City for Charleston. DCFC be at Rhode Island FC. We will take a break, come back, and wrap this thing up. Detroit City FC with the 1-0 win. This is USL Championship Soccer.
Some people are born warriors. Something drives them forward, past any obstacle, towards something bigger. Maybe they weren't born with a silver spoon, but they were born with a purpose. At Wayne State University, we take this drive and turn it into so much more, so they can become warrior strong.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket?
No, but we do make them work.
Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the seat view feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
In Detroit, we play with passion. We push limits. We break barriers. We never back down. At Alumnify, we bring the same relentless energy to your finances. No hidden fees, high-yield savings, tech-driven tools. Checking that keeps it simple. Because winning isn't just about game day. It's about every decision you make. Alumnify, Detroit City Football Club. Smart banking, fearless football. One winning team. Together, we win.
To Juve, service into the box. Darren Smith puts it home, and Detroit City FC wraps up the win.
As we take a look at the full-time stats, and there you see Detroit City FC, the results of complete domination of the second half of this match. The first half, John, was a prize fight. Kind of went back and forth a couple of times. I said in the halftime break going into it, probably score that one 2 rounds to 2 rounds in the first half of the match, but make no mistake, City won all the judges' cards in the second.
If this was a prize fight, we'd have seen a couple of standing 8 counts for Charleston Battery. And the stat you don't see on your screen, just 3 touches in the City area for Charleston in the entire second half. Dominance by LaRouche.
There is no doubt about that. Detroit City FC gets a very justified 3 points here today. Well, that will wrap up our coverage for our entire broadcast crew. And of course, my broadcast partner, John Krieger. My name is Neil Roll, reminding you one final time, Detroit City FC takes all 3 points with a 1-0 win over Charleston Battery. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend. Well, see you later.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.